I didn't forget the water. I installed a massive underground filtration system and stored enough water to fill a swimming pool. For power, I covered the entire roof with solar panels and bought 3 industrial diesel generators, along with 5,000 gallons of fuel. While I was preparing for the end of the world, my phone kept buzzing. It was Mark. He was texting me, complaining that I hadn't replied to him, asking why I sold my apartment, asking for money to buy a new watch. I looked at his messages and smiled. I replied, just a surprise investment, honey, wait until December, I have a big surprise for you. Oh, he had no idea how big the surprise would be. September passed, then October. By November, my fortress was complete. It was a castle of steel and concrete, warm and impenetrable. My warehouse was built from floor to ceiling with enough food to feed a family for 3 lifetimes. I had medicine, weapons, warm clothes, and thousands of entertainment movies downloaded on hard drives. Then came December 12th, the day it all began. It started with a red FOG, then the screams, then the chaos. The internet was flooded with videos of people turning gentle monsters, biting each other. The military lines collapsed within hours. The world plunged into darkness. I sat in my living room, wearing a silk robe, holding a glass of vintage red wine. The temperature outside dropped to -30 degrees. The power grid failed. The city went dark. But in my fortress, the heater was humming. The lights were warm, and the smell of roasting beef filled the air. 3 weeks into the apocalypse, my surveillance system pinged. Motion detected at the main gate. I switched the camera feed to the big screen. There they were, Mark and Chloe. They looked nothing like the glamorous couple from my memories. They were wrapped in dirty rags, shivering violently in the freezing wind. Mark's face was gaunt, his lips blue. Chloe was limping, clutching a broken arm. They had survived, just barely, by scavenging trash. They had remembered that I moved here. They thought I was their savior. I watched them pound on my steel gate. The sound was faint through the heavy insulation. I pressed the intercom button. Maya, are you in there? Mark screamed, his voice cracking. It's us. It's Mark and Chloe. Open the gate. We're freezing to death. I took a sip of my wine and leaned into the microphone. I know who you are, I said calmly. Maya, thank God, Chloe cried out. Please, let us in. We haven't eaten in 4 days. There are monsters everywhere. I know, I replied. I'm watching you on the camera. Right now, you look terrible. Stop joking around, Mark yelled, kicking the gate. Open the door. We are your family. Family, I laughed. It was a cold, sharp sound. Mark, do you remember a dream I told you about a steel door? About you pushing me into a horde of zombies to save yourself? Mark froze. He looked at the camera lens, confused and